I'm gonna tell you a secret. There are places in our world where fiction and dreams can come true, powered by the dark energies leaking from beyond. These places are a battlefield in a war between the powers of light and darkness. I'm Alan Wake, a writer, a creator. I know the rules of the game. My specialty is fiction that can change the world. Words of power that can bend reality to my will.
Oh, it's you.
Something horrible is coming. He's called Mr. Scratch. He's after my wife, Alice.
Do you know the real difference between us?
I'm not afraid to be the center of attention.
I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. Fiction wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. Under these peculiar, exceptional circumstances, any story, any urban legend, any lie can come true.
Why, hello there. Welcome back to my daily long play stream. This is why I do a playthrough of my current game for a couple hours a day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Wednesday through Sunday. At least that's how it's supposed to go. But I have been taking occasional days off, like I did yesterday. I just felt like crap again yesterday. I wasn't in any condition to like really stream. It's not like I'm sick or anything. I've been depressed, seasonal depression, which kind of doesn't make any sense because it's like summertime. Well, it's kind of crappy outside today. You wouldn't know it from looking outside where I am in the northern suburbs of Detroit. But yeah, but I am back. I am playing Alan Wake's American Nightmare. This is the Xbox 360 version, being played on the Xbox Series X via backwards compatibility. And yeah, I seem to be caught in a time loop here, where I have to just sort of keep replaying the same levels over and over again and try to get things right, to get more of the signal, more of the story. I'm not sure. But I'm hoping that today will be the last stream of this game, and I'll be able to wrap up my Alan Wake stuff until the new game comes out in October. So yep, let's hop into my story, load up my virtual 360 memory card, and we'll see. It looks like each time I go through the loop, the process of doing this gets simpler and simpler. And yeah, now I just have to go ahead and make sure everything here is set up. Make sure the wheel's in place. It is. The oil was flowing. Battery attached, the lights are blinking, and then the music is playing. That will cause the satellite to crash again. I feel like that's a different boombox than what was there before. Also, this might be different music? I don't know. Maybe not, probably not. But that boombox was definitely different. Is definitely different than the one I saw before. Didn't even have to talk to what's-her-name this time. But, as always, I have to escape the destruction. Yeah, they really nerfed the effectiveness of the flare gun here, because it doesn't vaporize enemies instantly. Or maybe it did in one of them, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Next stop, saving Emma.
That guy is ginormous. Definitely did not want to mess around with that. Grenade hurler. Okay, there's some manuscript page here. Yep.
Getting the Andersons into the recording studio was a struggle and a half. But once they actually picked up the instruments, something happened. They were two old men, and they weren't. They were doddering bags of bone, and they were barely contained power. And there was music. Barry rubbed his hands together. He knew how to pick a winner. Now all they needed was some direction on how to make things a little more modern. Barry had never produced a thing in his life, but he knew what he liked. He knew Balance Slays the Demon was going to be a hit.
Alright. Did he now? Well, okay. So yeah, I have high hopes for Alan Wake 2. I don't know if those hopes are justified or not, but
As long as I show up, I guess.
these guys, eh? Jerk.
It's clear now.
Okay, I definitely need some ammo and such. Hello?
Thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
What?
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
I appreciate it.
And the
You took a
question
big
is how
chance
many
doing
more
that.
of these loops do I have to
Okay.
go through? Hopefully
What do
this
you
is the
think?
last one.
Died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
Well, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers? I think they did something to the power and they got me that way.
I'm sorry.
Alright, maybe she should follow
That
me.
guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Fair enough. You seem calmer now.
I tried freaking out. Didn't do much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
Good for you.
Plus, I figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to try to explain things to you now since you're calmer, but maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh, shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now. Seriously, I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms on God's skin or something.
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Okay, so like the fuse box is on the outside here, right? Yeah, I see that question mark over there. That's a page. I think the question mark is always a page. But in this case, I think it's near the, oh, there it is. was about to say, I think it's in the hotel room, but no, it's not.
Emma wasn't sure exactly when the man arrived at the motel, but from what she could tell, the party started almost immediately. It was infectious, spreading from one room to another. He was mercurial, almost as if he was flickering through the scene, telling a joke here, throwing an insult there, oozing sex and violence and excitement. She had never seen someone like this before. He looked at her and smiled, and she felt her heart flutter a little. She knew he was the kind of man mothers warn their daughters about, but she told herself it didn't matter.
Okay. Hey look, we can watch another Mr. Scratch video. I probably won't, I'll just turn it on and...
So I've been thinking about Barry. I don't know what to do about him yet. I mean, I'm not gonna keep him around, that's for sure. Al? Ugh, little parasite. Your best friend.
Yeah, this guy's just a jerk. Ooh, flares. Or a flare, anyway. Okay, let's go find the fuse box. I like how difficult it is to actually hit those explosives. Oh, also more enemies spawn right behind me. You serious, game? Okay, I just beat this section. Why didn't you give me a checkpoint after this? Not cool.
It's clear now.
Yeah.
Right. I already saw that dialogue, so I don't need to see it again, but I do need... Hey, look, there's a radio here as well. Should probably hit that. Do want to hit up a checkpoint.
Well, art lovers, are you feeling neglected? You shouldn't. You know Eddie Rothman's got love for you, which is why
Ah, crap. Flashbang, that'll help. Jerks. Kill me once, shame on you. Kill me twice, shame on me. Oh look, I still have to get that thing.
Emma wasn't sure exactly when the...
Okay, stop that.
So I've been thinking about Bear.
At least this place is all lit up now.
okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you, okay? I know I said that I didn't.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not your fault.
Okay, I see a checkpoint nearby. I'll
He's
definitely
dead
hit
in
that.
motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
I guess.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
He's my evil
Not sure
doppelganger.
myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world. Listen, I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
And if it doesn't, then we'll have to meet again and do this again.
Keep those lights on, okay?
We're turning into the crazy lady of the light, aren't we? Okay, definitely hit up a checkpoint. Hate replaying the same sequences over and over again. Ooh, yoink. Now, I'm not seeing any, what do you call it, any, markers for manuscript pages nearby, so... I don't know. So I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to do as the subject of my next daily long play stream. I might just risk it and just try to do the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Cemu, the Wii U emulator thing, but I don't know.
I have seen the darkness twist flesh into new shapes before, but encountering these giants is an extremely disturbing experience. It's as if the genre has been switched on me. There's something out of Pulp Fiction. Twice as tall as normal men and stronger than forklifts. Their lumbering gait and slow-witted demeanor brings to mind some kind of mean-spirited caricature of a feeble-minded hillbilly.
Okay, well, at least I found another one of these pages, so that's something. You know, part of me wonders if the objective of this game is actually to find all these manuscript pages. Because if you take a look, I am getting...
At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place.
Apparently I did not read this one yet.
And flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights
I actually only have like 2 more left in this area. Maybe I should make an effort to try to find them. I'm going to try to finish this game today. Even if it takes me longer than 2 hours, I'm going to try to finish this.
Collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
So looking at this, there are 2 missing pages. Only 2. Alright. Before I go investigate these hotel rooms, I'm going to see if I can find them. Definitely hit up checkpoints so I don't have to collect that stuff again if I get killed. Problem is, there's no, like, map I can access. I'm reliant entirely upon this compass and my memory. And my memory's not so good, oh. The good news, though, is that these manuscript pages do appear on the compass as question marks. So I just roam around, and if I get close to one, I will eventually see it. Don't think I want to go that way. Okay, so like one question is, do some of these pages only appear in certain loops? I miss my chance on these 2? I'm guessing this is the game's way of telling me I've gone too far. I'm not concerned about ammo. Those ammo boxes keep replenishing themselves. Yeah, I wonder if I should head to the diner, actually. Oh, here's where that one thing was. Nah. It's good to know that I finally have enough pages to get that if I wanted. Yeah, I know, I'm running around in circles like an idiot. I mean, it might very well be in the direction of the diner. That's what I'm thinking. There's definitely one over here.
With all the herbs, crystals, and the rest of her New Age paraphernalia, Emma Sloan had been called a hippie and a freak and worse. It was that small-town mentality. She was a female mechanic, and even in 2011, there were always going to be backward shit-kickers who thought that was a hoot.
2011.
She could deal. She could take any engine
That's
apart,
12 years
all
ago.
the computers. Turned out that these boys were awful polite while waiting for her to put them back together.
Okay, so unfortunately it's not going to let me into the diner. But fortunately, it doesn't appear as though there's actually a reason to go in there. And my coming here did yield a another manuscript page. Just have one left to get. Now that's obviously the direction of the observatory. Oh, look at that. Here it is. I bet I'll get an achievement for this.
The Anderson brothers should probably have been in a facility somewhere.
Maybe
despite
not.
their tendency to escape from such places. It could be argued that they had no business being on tour, considering their condition. Their lives mostly revolved around the laundry list of ailments and their endless quest for liquor. But Barry Wheeler managed them now. And whatever else they might say about Barry, he knew how to make things happen. And honestly, it wasn't like the Andersons were the most difficult clients he ever had.
A shot at himself, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's all of them. 21 out of 21 pages found. Alright. I'm not entirely sure about my logic here, but I think my business at this motel is concluded. So let's head to where the keys are and go on to the observatory. Is it this one? I can't actually remember which door it is, so here it is.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
It certainly seems to be suggesting that.
Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows, he will have what he needs.
All right. Let's take a quick glance at how many missing pages we have yet to find here. Ah.
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal.
I should probably listen to all of them as well.
Refreshing this late
The
at
ones
night.
I haven't listened to already.
It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
Got one.
The film noir poster reminded me of Alex Casey, the detective's cool exterior never cracking even with the gun pointed in his face. In the back room, all the lights had been turned off.
Maybe I picked
except
up
for the
these
lone
pages
spotlight,
automatically
which
once I
illuminated the bright red fire extinguisher on the wall.
moved into the new area or did a new loop. Because I'm pretty sure I've been pretty good about reading these pages when I find them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
Alright. That'd be nice. Ah, they can pass through the... something. Jerks.
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
Great. Now what's going on here? I sure hope I didn't do that too early, because I don't seem to be able to get past there. Definitely want to hit up one of these checkpoints. I see a page over there. Get some heavier firepower, like, didn't mean to do that. It's probably really important that I didn't let that guy get near me.
This act of creation is exhilarating and frightening. Subtext and symbols loom eager to take effect. Causality and consequence become domino chains that stretch into infinity. The more fundamental the change, the more unpredictable the variables become. Reality is too complex to control completely. Ordinary questions become meaningless. Who created who? What is really real? Everything is as real as everything else. You learn to let go of the things you can't control and go with the flow, or go insane.
I choose go insane. Wait, what? Okay, I briefly saw an enemy, but then the camera changed and now I don't. Okay, so yeah, guess what? That's not... Those things are just gonna disappear before I hit them.
After my disappearance, they thought I was dead. I might as well have been. I know it's been.
So after this, I have
because
2
know
more to
Alice has
get
moved on.
in this
I've tried
world,
to find a way back
in this
to her,
area.
back to my life, but escaping the dark place is almost impossible. Time does strange things here, but dreams and radio signals can pierce the veil between the worlds. I catch glimpses and echoes of the world. Sometimes I send messages out. I can only pray that they hear them.
I should be able to get back down to the other side near the beginning of this area once I climb up to here. I'm not going to return to Dr. Meadows until either I find all the missing pages or I'm convinced that there aren't any more out here. That the last one is in, like, the observatory itself. Being very conservative with my ammo usage there. Never a bad thing. Usually not a bad thing. I don't know. We got in here combat shotgun. Eh. Actually, that's the same gun from that is the same gun from Max Payne. I mean, I thought that would be the case, but you never know. It's better just to shoot these guys. Don't bother doing the whole flashlight thing with them. I see one over there.
The man before Dr. Meadows was handsome and slick.
Just
He
one
moved
more to
with
go.
Easy confidence and didn't bother to pretend that he wasn't
And then
staring
whatever's
at her.
left in the third
She
area,
lied.
the drive-in theater.
Then the man flicked open the knife and shoved her out of the control room so she wouldn't hear the signal, whatever it was. Outside, she pulled her lab coat closed and thought about running. She didn't. She didn't think she'd get very far. Not from him. She never was entirely sure why he spared her.
And she never will be. Yeah, there's no, like, obvious pattern for which these things are placed. They're not spread about evenly, nor are they ever clustered in a tight area. It's unpredictable. Makes it harder to find. Gotta put in the effort. But yeah, I still have one missing page. I mean, it's entirely possible that it's in the conservatory itself, but I'd rather not go there just yet. Lots of enemies came up out of nowhere there. Definitely gonna have to get that ammo, hit that ammo box. Ooh, I wonder what's in here. Eh. Hunting rifle. This assault rifle seems pretty darn good. I don't see a reason to switch from it. You know what else I don't see is a manuscript page. I thought I saw an ammo box, so what's going on here? Come on, game. Keep them all in front of me if I can. Headshots are still effective even against these creatures of darkness. Well, there's the ammo box, at least. And it's not letting me get to it. Oh, well. I see something flashing over there. It's probably ammo. I hope it's ammo. I need ammo. Good. That's exactly what I needed. Alright, keep your eyes peeled for that last manuscript page in this area. Yeah, those are enemies spawning somewhere nearby, I think. Easy enough. I'm glad I made it through that combat scenario before I had to sneeze. The big one came out of nowhere. I mean, it came from somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so like one question is, would it still pop up on the compass if the page is inside the observatory while I'm outside of it? I don't know. Crap. So close to having all of them. What was that? So close. Still no cigar.
Come on in.
So if I go in there, will it prevent me from leaving? That's the question. And also, where's this ammo box? I don't know. Ooh, supplies. I'll take that. Come on, Paige. Where are you? You know, one thing I just realized, I haven't ran across a checkpoint in a while. It's a little disturbing, don't you think? So the situation is, I'm looking for this last page here. I'm somewhat convinced that the game's not going to let me finish until I collect all of them, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm trying to collect them all just to eliminate that possibility. It's not popping up anywhere on the map, anywhere on the compass when I walk. And I feel like I've gone to every area outside of the conservatory. But I'm not sure about that. And what's more, I don't think they'll let me leave the conservatory until once I go through it. So it's like, yeah. It's making me spend a lot of time, waste a lot of time even, looking around and double checking areas just to make sure that it's not out here. Because I may not get another chance. If that makes any sense. Yeah, that's ammo and flares and such. It would pop up as a question mark on the compass on the top left there. Which means I don't have to actually see it physically in order to find it. I don't know. Crap. Oh, well. Let's go in and see what happens. Like I thought, it's not going to let me out.
This is what you look like. Does that...
You need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Hey, potentially copyrighted music. Apparently, yeah, it's not an explosive thing. Come on. Okay, what? Stupid game. Ow. My knee.
Out! You need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Okay, that... Okay, dagnammit, stop with your stupid free hits on me. Yeah, that was annoying. Well, in my defense, I tried very hard to find the,
But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you alright?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the link down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
maybe the report is the final manuscript missing page. Actually, it is, I think. New fragment 3.
Doctor?
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine
Only
that being stalked
15?
by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad
You're not
in
one of
such
them?
Good spirits, but
Signal! Yes, it's completed.
finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again. No more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
We'll see
Let's hope
about
you're
that.
right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No, you can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could...
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words.
Said
and when the time
fragment.
comes, they will be enough, or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
And I looked all over the map. I couldn't find it. Now the question is, will it let me read it when I'm in a different area?
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it. The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Apparently there's a whole lot of missing pages here. Holy crap. That's not good. Yeah, look at that.
From the pile of containers in the back.
I can read them,
threaded
and that
it into
was
the
the case.
projector. I swallowed hard, staring at the screen, hearing her voice. The
And
sunrise
one of
illuminated
them
so
might
well
be
only
the
moments
thing.
away.
I might get that when I
And
can.
then Mr.
Last one when I
was
complete
there,
this. I don't know.
Nailed by the projector's beam, caught in his own trap. He shouted at me, first in confusion, then rage.
This is going to take a little
And
bit
then
more
the sun
time
came
because there's
up,
more
and he
pages to
started
find here.
burn.
So I have 7 pages that I'm missing. All right. Hopefully I can find them all. And whatever, I was able to find them all in the first 2 areas. I should be able to do it here as well. Just need to be extra thorough, extra vigilant, extra whatever. It's just me, or am I in a different area? I think I am.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
That was annoying. Checkpoint and health. Okay, that thing. Dagnammit. Okay, maybe this was a bad idea. That definitely could have gone better. Okay, I just destroyed you guys. poke around until it somehow works. I don't know. Ooh, flashbang. Definitely grab that if I can. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any sign of a, any manuscript pages here. These are the guys that'll endlessly multiply, I think. Well, I'm not seeing any manuscript pages in this area around here, so I'm just gonna proceed to like the more open area and hope that there's some there.
Never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Nah, that took a lot of ammo. Still no sign of any manuscript pages around here. And I still need to find 7 of them. I must have missed a bunch of them in the previous loops.
I think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
Okay, I see one over there. It's up there. Okay. Okay, what? Where'd you guys come from? Actually, I see one down here. I'll grab that first.
When the Dark Man's eyes suddenly locked into Serena's, she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly. Hers did too.
Alright, so I have 6 more to go, but I already know where one of them is. It's right in here.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
Alright.
I've been around for a while. There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death. But now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend. And they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
Alright.
You know, while you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness.
So I have 5 more pages left to find. Yeah, I don't have any more. I don't have enough flare gun ammo for this. I'm gonna need to find some. There might be more dark fountains this time anyway. See a page up there.
I held the film canister in my hands. I saw a name written across it in big letters, followed by the title.
Only 4 more after this.
Moments snatched from times gone by. From a past that I hoped could also be our future.
This will be the last 4 manuscripts of this game, I believe.
Our chance to be together. A tin can with a bit of magic in it that she didn't even know about. Something I could put to good use. There were only moments left before I had to face him.
Yep, I see it. I see something over there. I see another page.
The clothes I wear now I shaped from dreams and memories. It's an old outfit, originally from the 90s.
The 90s.
The last time I wore it was when I was still writing and Alice and I took a vacation in the desert before our troubles began. The night before,
this
we'd
desert?
been at a party, and I had dressed to the nines. On that lazy day, I put on these old clothes, worn and comfortable. Alice made a joke about grunge. I felt a little embarrassed, but I stuck with them. We were very happy. I'm sheathed in good memories to remind myself of what is at stake.
Alright. So we have 3 pages left to find. It's interesting that it dropped me off there and not like, at the first starting point of this area. Ah, what's her name is here. Apparently it won't let me talk to her.
Hello, folks, and welcome to the third part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned photographer Alice Wink. So, tell me about the film.
It's called Sunrise. And it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage, things I saw and happened to shoot. It's not a medium I'm very much at home with.
You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye.
Maybe, but experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly.
Alright. I should be more in hearing that, but I'm not. I have a more singular focus on trying to get these manuscript pages if I can. Also, if I can get some more flare gun ammo, that'd be nice. They each have different parts to it, interestingly enough. If I just focus on them, it'll destroy the enemies that are around it, so that's good. Alright, let's go this way then. Alright. Why do they look like the oil rig? Is that a question I should even be asking? I know, but I am. Definitely hit a checkpoint. So I am still missing 3 pages. And none of them are called fragment, which means I should be able to find them in the environment, right? Right? Problem is, I don't know if that's actually the case or not, because some of them might be like story pieces that I'll get after I proceed with the objective here. I don't know. Could take some time looking for them. I have it. Why not use it? So if I end up doing the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Cemu, I'll be picking up on my current save file, which is just has one more of those divine beasts to tame. It's more of a way for me to say, hey, I finished this game, now I can play Tears of the Kingdom. I'm sure enough people have already seen someone stream Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild. Don't necessarily need to add my 2 cents. Not that it's worth even that much to it, but I still want to complete it at some point, and because I do want to play Tears of the Kingdom. So why not? It's only a matter of, can I technically do it? Something my PC is capable of, running it at a high setting and running the capture card as well, capture software. at the same time. I don't know. I'd like to find out, though. You know, the range for what you see... I can walk up here, maybe. Maybe not. The range in which you see these question marks appear on the compass is pretty long. It's not letting me back in there. It's pretty far, I mean. I didn't look all throughout that area that I could explore, and it didn't. There were no pages that popped up, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to spend forever looking for these things. Eventually, I'm going to give up and just go on to the projector building, but I'd like to at least try. What I want is more flare gun ammo. It's a big open area over here that I don't think I've been to. I saw something. I see something. Awesome.
I have created the weapon
Only
that
two
can
more
put
left.
an end to this. A blueprint to a new reality. All I have to do is survive long enough to use it. My arrival from the dark place will be painful and difficult. These pages may be lost. But one way or another, I'll send the parts I really need to myself. If I make it outside, I have a chance. Mr. is more powerful than I am, but he can't change the rules in the middle of the game. He's not a creator. I am.
Alright. Another page.
The trap Mr. is set for me is as simple as it is impossible. Whenever I reach him, he sends me back to the beginning of the maze. It's a loop in time. I go through it only to end up where I started. There's a brutal genius to it. If I die, it's over for me. If I survive, I end up where I started. Sooner or later, the odds will catch up with me. And in the meantime, he gets to toy with me. But that's why I have a chance. He's caught in this pattern just as much as I am. I know where he'll be, and I'm prepared.
All right. Well, that's good to know now, isn't it? Isn't it? Now, equilibrium. Assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. That might be something I get for completing this. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna make that assumption. I only have one more page left here, folks. Just one more. Found this big area that I'd never been to and found 2 of the 3 pages I was missing, which tells me that it pays to be persistent and thorough. The game sure doesn't want to give me any more flare gun ammo, does it? Oh yeah, I should probably save the fact that I've collected those pages, eh? Oh yeah, that souvenir shop. Should probably go over there, shouldn't I? See something over to the right. I think it's it. I get an achievement for collecting all the pages.
I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate. Bright Falls taught me that.
Look at that.
I know
Success.
that
I found all the pages.
Into fear and complacency will only drag me down. The dark place taught me that. I'm no Zen master. I've not attained enlightenment. But I have learned to let go of the things that I don't need. I know that without that balance within, I become my own worst enemy. Now I strive for equilibrium, and with that, I'm strong enough to get where I want.
Awesome. Now I can go into that area knowing I did everything I can to make sure this is the last loop. I don't know if it actually is or not, but if I get the bad ending or something, it's not going to be because I didn't get enough of the pages. I got them all. Still no flare gun ammo. Oh well. Oh yeah, access code. Burp, burp, burp.
Again, the Champion of Light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
It was late at night, the summer's almost over. Alice's film was in the projector. Okay. I don't think it matters what order I do these things in. At least I sure hope it doesn't. And I even turn on the arcade machine. Because why not?
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life.
Yay.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How?
I don't know.
I love you.
Alan return to the real world? Is he awake? Is he awake?
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long.
Just the fact that it's dawn says it is the real world.
They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to
In
come?
Night Springs.
One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time, and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
Yay. Guess I got the good ending. Look, I got an Avatar award, which I'll never use. Sam Lake, that is the guy who was the actual face of Max Payne from the first game. He's actually, that guy's actually going to be in Alan Wake 2. So yeah, look at that. I finished Alan Wake, I finished The Signal, I finished The Writer, and I finished American Nightmare. Now all that's left is for Alan Wake 2 to come out. I wonder if they're going to make DLC for it. Probably. So yeah. I finished it. Collected all the pages. And got the good ending. I don't actually need to see the credits because I don't want to have to deal with the copyrighted nonsense. But yeah. Let's look at that. I need to keep fighting if I want to defeat a 2,000 Taken. Okay. A lot of that stuff is stuff I had no chance of doing. So yeah, so that's going to do it for today, folks. But before I go, I'm going to take a moment to thank you for watching. I appreciate when people take time out of their day to watch my streams, whether it being live or even in archive form. Just as a quick reminder, I normally do a stream like this almost every day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Wednesday through Sunday. So my plan is... Oh, look, I didn't listen to all these things. Not that there was an achievement for it. My plan is I'll be back here on Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I think I'm going to start to finish my playthrough of of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild running on Cemu, the Wii U emulator. I think that's a plan. And yeah, that's going to do it for today, folks. But like I said, thank you for watching. I'll see you back here Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for either Zelda or something else if I decide to do something else. But until then,